me do it for you.
Baby, the floor is yours. Yeah, baby, I mean the floor is yours. If it come down to the floor is yours, let me show you how prove the floor is yours. The floor is yours. The floor is yours. The floor is yours.
What's up, fellas?
What's up? What's up?
Man, how y'all doing, man? We had a little hiccup, but it ain't nothing for a player, so we pushed through that. Welcome to another episode of the Floor is Yours podcast. I'm your boy Flex, the producer, and y'all know the game. We need y'all to like, share, subscribe if you haven't done so. But more than anything, we do need y'all to share this show with some people. We got some hot topics going on with some good long time Army buddies of mine. We've been knowing each other for 30 plus years, right? Yeah, we'll go back. So how about this? We'll let y'all go ahead and take a brief moment to introduce yourself. Tell us who you are, where you're from, and what brings you to the show. But listen, you got 15 seconds. You talk more than 15 seconds, I'm going to hit the mute button. All right? So go ahead, Hart. Man,
I'll go first. My name is Torrance Hart. I live in Dallas, Texas. I'm a devoted sports fan. My teams are football, Denver Broncos, basketball, San Antonio Spurs. I do like the Dallas Stars in hockey and like the Texas Rangers in baseball. That's it about me. I'm real simple.
All right. And just real quick before we get to Dub, you've been on the show before. So people that followed us throughout the years, you was on the show that was called A Love Letter to Women, where men was focusing on expressing their love and admiration for the women in their lives. And you did a good job, man. So appreciate you coming back and being on this one for a second go around. My man Dub, his name is Terence Washington, but we call him Dub. We're gonna let you tell us who you are and what brings you to the show as well.
Okay, my name is Terrence Washington. They call me T-Dub, Dub for short. I'm from Texarkana, Texas. Sports fan, prior military, law enforcement. I'm retired now. Got a few hobbies, sports cards. I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan, also Mavericks fan, all teams like that. But, I am, I like certain players too, so I ain't just locked into some certain teams.
That's good. That's good. Appreciate both of y'all for coming in. But, man, it's been a busy week in DFW sports, on top of the usual, Cowboys are always a hot topic. But this week, I woke up to a text message Sunday morning. And someone said, hey, I know you sleep. It came in about midnight. I saw it at 6 that morning. It said, I know you sleep, but I want you to look at the trade and give me your thoughts. I immediately knew that it was something about the Mavericks, but I had no idea what I was about to read. Like, if I had guessed it a million times, I never would have guessed that Luka Doncic just got traded. So I want to start the conversation off with there. And I know one of the big things that people have been saying is like, hey, y'all act like that who we got, Anthony Davis, like he's a scrub. And I don't think it's about that. I think if you're from the area and Torrance, you live here, so you know the talk and the admiration for Luka here. So I just want to start with you. Like, how did you feel about the trade and when you heard it? And did it surprise you?
Yeah, when I first heard it, I actually was on TikTok, where everybody get their news information from. And once I saw that, I Googled it because I couldn't believe it. And then so I saw it immediately. I started thinking, like, wow, why would they do that? And my first thought was the Lakers are tired of LeBron. They tired of the narrative that he runs the team, it's his decisions, that Bronny decision has been a disaster. And I think this is them shifting away from him, if not, clearly not this year, but they're looking for the future. And I think the Lakers made the move for them for once and not for LeBron.
So but you're saying the Lakers made the move, but it wouldn't have happened without Dallas initiating it, right?
Exactly.
What you think, Doug? Right? Would you agree with that?
No, I don't really agree with that. LeBron still run the team. LeBron is the one selling the tickets. People come to see LeBron. I mean, I think it was more of a Dallas maybe trying to make a power move right now as far as trying to make that playoff push.
For what?
I mean, you got to look at it. What was we missing really
Maybe
last year?
defense, foot speed.
You know, but hey, I mean, we still needed big men though. I mean, we had Gaffney and Lively, but I mean that number 4, that other scorer that we needed.
Yeah, we did.
I mean, because Kyrie was out. Remember, Kyrie really didn't even average nothing in the finals.
And I think the length of the Celtics neutralized Kyrie too.
Yeah.
Okay. And then then you bring in a number 4 guy, which is Anthony Davis. I mean, when he healthy, man, I mean, he balling.
I know this year
and I don't see nobody in the East handling him. The only person that really was handling him was Jokovic.
He 25 and 11. That's what he averaged in this year, Anthony Davis.
Mm-hmm.
When he plays, so that's good.
Well,
I mean, Luka's doing 28 and 3, so they kind of 28 and 8, I believe. So it's kind of like a little 3-point swing. But I hear what y'all saying. I like the fact that Dallas got taller. I think that fact is being. I know Luka's 6'7" is big, but if you talking about Gafford, PJ Washington, and AD, you look. I mean, that's tall and Lively. I throw Lively in there. And I tell you another thing that people forget: AD been telling the Lakers he want to play the 4. Now he can play the 4 with the Mavericks.
Yeah, so you can. But here's a lot of issue aside from just the buy-in and the fandom. You know, here Luka is like, man, he was a god here, if you will.
Yeah, we drafted him, right?
Yeah, but my point is, Luka's 25 years old, so you literally auction off 8 years of prime Luka for AD. And again, the dude is a beast. I'm not taking anything away from AD, but he's 32. He'll be 32 in March. So, I mean, do you think as a GM, think from a GM mindset, is it worth that?
I think they didn't want to pay Luka that lucrative deal that was coming up.
And which was $350 million for 5 years.
5 years. I don't think they wanted to pay that. He told me he was going to sign the deal, but they kind of balked on it. And I mean, I think personally that Dallas felt they plateaued. I don't think they could get over the hump with Luka. I really don't.
Right. And they had to add new pieces in.
But look what they gave up to pick up the new pieces. So now we're shortening the backcourt.
Right? But your defense is going to be stronger.
Right. I mean, really, you got to look at it. They picked up Thompson, right? Klay Thompson for the outside shooting. Because at one point we only had Luka because Kyrie didn't show up. Like I said again, he didn't show up.
Yeah.
Then you get Anthony Davis, who want to play the 4. He'll stand out there and shoot too. You know.
Yeah.
PJ Washington offense
I think they improved. To me, I think they improved.
Yeah. And I agree. I think they improved in the front court. But again, that back court and what Luka brought. Man, Luka, when they say he's a generational talent, like I think we're understating that right there. And it's not just his ability to score, it's his ability to make those around him better. It's his ability to literally control the pace of the game. You know, the playoffs, the game slows down. So Luka literally will put that team in the half court. And let's not forget this part right here. He literally just took them boys to the Western Conference Finals. So while I do agree that maybe the team had reached the max where they were, but now you bring in a power forward that could help them at that forward, because that's what they was lacking in there. PJ Washington, an undersized power forward, he's 6'7", but now he get to go to the small forward. I think you go and shop for a power forward. You don't auction off like your prime Luka. He's 25 years old, man, and this dude, you got him for a 1-for-1 swap essentially.
Are you speaking with your heart or your head?
Both. I'm a fan, but now I'm also facts too.
You sound like a fan right now.
Yeah, but it's the truth. He's 25 years old, man. So
right, but he's been playing since he was 15, so he got 10 years on his body. He's hurt.
All these players been playing for
all the time. He's been playing. He left home when he was 14, shipped to a professional league.
But ain't that what happens in the U.S. Dub? These players play for years. They don't just play in.
I'm talking about on a professional level, playing men. He's been playing men for 10 years.
Yeah,
and his body is breaking down.
I think you injecting what could possibly be an issue that's not. You
But
still,
Torrance, overseas, they not as physical as they are in the United States, though.
yeah,
You already
Right,
seen that in the Olympics. So
and
yeah.
that's another episode of how the NBA done went soft by promoting all the far European league, and now we don't have no stars here in America, and that's why basketball is suffering.
But do you like the
That's
speed of
another
the game
episode.
though?
No,
Yeah, oh, well,
because like you said, in the playoffs, it's slow down. I like them to get in it and go for it, and I like that. But see, what you talking about, when Luka slows the ball down in the playoff, it's great. But when he played that athletic team in Boston, they shut it down.
But I think you're making it based off of one team, and we talked about that before the show. Like,
because you got to define.
What's the likelihood that a team is going to get back to the finals? And even if they do get to the finals, what is the likelihood that they're going to repeat? And I say that because there are some teams that are giving Boston fits right now. And I'm not saying that Boston is not the favorite. That's arguable. You could say Cleveland in the East. You could say Boston. I don't know. But my point is that if Dallas would have improved, I think at the 4, I think that was the more clear path to them getting back to the finals versus letting Luka go and then just getting a 4. Now, man, we hurting at ball handlers, man. Since Luka's been out,
you got Kyrie that can
think
run
about
the
this
pick and roll with AD, man.
Think about this statistic though. Dallas has been one of the worst teams at turnovers since Luka's been out injured. And why?
That's Spencer Dinwiddie. Spencer Dinwiddie. Hell, he sucks.
Well, that's
man,
who
don't do that. I like Dinwiddie.
Yeah, Dinwiddie pretty good, but my point is that's what we got at the backcourt now. We picked up Caleb. What's his name? Khalid. What's his last name? We just traded for him last night from Philly.
Caleb Martin.
Caleb Martin. Yeah. Caleb
Martin.
Yeah. They picked him up, but still we hurting at the guard, man.
Do you know what the Dallas Maverick record is this season?
What are we right now? 24 and
26 and 25.
Yeah,
think about that.
A little over 500.
You're 11th in the standings. Sports is a result-based business.
Yeah.
You're 11th in the standings. That's all need to be said right there.
But I don't think you can just say that because now we talked about this before. Here, Luka's coming back. Now you got a healthy team. Remember, they made it to the finals at the 5th spot last year. So to think that they can't climb the chart, the rankings, and even beat teams in the 7-game series, I think that's realistic to think, right?
And most teams don't even turn it on till after the All-Star break anyway. Because if you look at it, remember that year, it wasn't last year, but the year before that, Dallas was in the running. And then we traded for Kyrie. And then after the All-Star break, we just fell off and didn't even make the playoffs.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's still how much you can endure, how much your players can withstand and roll. I mean, we 500 now, but who say we don't hit the switch when AD do play? And I say I'm talking about the Mavericks.
Yeah.
Well, I get it. I agree with all that because I will say this: if you ask me right now, for the purpose of timing that we on here, who won the trade? I'm gonna tell you, I think Dallas won the trade. I like AD.
Yeah, Dallas did win the trade.
Yeah, they won the trade for right now because the Lakers team ain't gonna be, they ace. I think the Lakers are what I wrote it down. I thought somewhere. The Lakers are 29 and 19. Actually,
the Lakers they hit the stride too. Like, they was balling,
and they don't even have a big man now. I mean.
They hurt.
Who they got? Jackson Hayes.
Yeah, I think the thing
who is that?
We got to also consider if they was winning because AD was almost forced to play more in the paint. Now, if he get out and play more mid range and 3 points, does that take away from his numbers?
No, I don't think so. I think he don't have to stress about the defensive end when he got Gafford. He can play more of a help defender. That way, you get more energy from him on the offensive end.
Yeah,
and I like that. I like his low post game, his fadeaway jumper. He's tall, he long. When he do that turnaround jumper, you can't block it. I like it. I like Gafford being the anchor, and I like PJ Washington the enforcer. I like it. And the other dude that be beating up people for the Mavericks. They got a good deal right now.
Who be beating up people for the Mavericks, man? Oh, you talking about Najee Marshall?
Najee Marshall. Yeah. I know he got a felony somewhere. That dude, he great.
Man. Hey, so Ron made a good point. Appreciate the comments. And all in the audience, bring your comments in. We'll make sure we talk and share them as much as possible. But Ron said the Mavs been hit with injuries all year. And it wasn't just injuries. You remember that illness was going through the locker room, and it hit Najee Marshall like 4 different times. But we have lost a lot of minutes on the court, from people being hurt from top to
Key
bottom.
people. I mean,
Yeah.
Luka and Kyrie was out a lot, right?
So, and I only bring that up to say, like, yeah, we are right at 500 right now. But to Terrence's point, I think if we get everybody back healthy second half of the season, because they haven't played a lot of minutes, don't they somewhat have an advantage over some of the teams because they are healthy?
Yeah, now that they got rid of Luka. Because he's not in shape. Yeah, man. Luka, dude, I'm telling you.
Listen,
I'm not
man, he's still dropping 30 and he out of shape, man. Come
Yeah,
on,
right.
so
He don't
maybe-
play. He don't play because he picks and chooses when he want to play. That's what they tired of him flopping. They just tired of theatrics with Luka. I think Nico is tired of all of the Nico Harrison, the GM. He's tired of all the theatrics. He flirts with the technical foul thing all year. Every year he flirts with that
oh yeah,
15
he gonna argue back and forth.
Right. And I just think, like,
but look
come
what
on,
he
just
brings. He's not disrupting people off the court. The locker room loves him. So I think you did more damage than good by getting rid of this guy, man. And you just listened to what Kyrie said yesterday when he was first time being vocal about it. He said he's grieving, and you use those words like that. I'm just like, wow, man. I just think, and not only that was a bad trade because of the locker room, but look what they got, man. If they had to put Luka on the trading block and put it out there, let everybody know, hey, he's up for a trade. Can you imagine what all he would have gotten? We could have gotten for him, man. Rudy Gobert. What they laughed at? They said Rudy Gobert got like 5 number 1 draft picks, in his trade.
right.
Imagine what they could have gotten for Luka if they had put him out there instead of doing it like they did. I just think, and I'm gonna be honest, it shows some incompetence in my mind from the Mavs organization to make that move.
Hey, your guy Ron Barnett he right. Breaking news: Miami just traded Jimmy Butler to the Golden State Warriors for Dennis Schroeder, Andrew Wiggins, and Kyle Anderson.
So let's talk about that. And we know that Butler was going to go somewhere, so that was part of the discussion, and we'll get to that part of it. But Jimmy Butler, he was unhappy. Jimmy Butler is I wouldn't say he's a top 10 player, just my opinion. I don't think he's a top 10 player. Is he a game changer, and is he worth what he bring with him, the baggage that he's bringing to?
That's playoff Jimmy, man. Playoff Jimmy.
Yeah, but like I told you from when I was bringing up the stats about the Mavericks, sports is a no bones about it league. So what has Jimmy done really? Besides motivate people, the crowd, he fought his way out of Philly. He got his name, his playoff, whatever. He carried the Heat a couple
Jimmy
years ago
Buckets.
to a couple rounds. Right. He got out of Chicago. He hadn't really done nothing of any substance.
Would you agree
He
with
got
that?
paid.
But he gonna give you a chance to get over that hump. I mean, going to the Warriors. Wait a minute, going to the Warriors. They already championship caliber. You still got Clay, Draymond. You just needed one extra piece. They don't need Jimmy to kick.
You mean Steph?
I mean Steph. Yeah, I'm sorry. They don't need him to carry the team. They just need him to pick up buckets whenever they need them. Whenever somebody go on the bench or whatever.
He gonna have
That's
to
all
score.
they need him for. They looking for a playoff run in the West is what they looking for.
Well, they hurting for scoring. They had no scoring. When Steph can't hardly get a break because there's who you gonna go to. I guess that's why Jimmy Butler makes sense. But I just hope he's the same because Steph Curry's 37, Jimmy Butler 34, 35?
Yeah, 35, 35.
Everybody is playing for right now. They ain't looking for the future. Everybody is trying to win now, man. That's what the whole trade is about right now.
Well, I just don't. The West is so jumbled up. I just don't see. I don't think Butler's going to be that piece they need that's going to take them over. I don't know what they need, but I don't think Jimmy Butler's going to help go.
So you don't fault them for making the trade. You just don't think they're going to make them better.
Okay. I'm just trying to see how him and Draymond gonna get along because you got two.
They gonna argue. Yeah. And
Draymond.
His 2 points a game.
He might do.
Like Charles Barkley said, do you know how hard it is to average a triple single?
Draymond might punch somebody. Then you got Jimmy over there acting up. He clowned in Miami. They had to suspend him indefinitely.
Yeah.
So they said he was detrimental to the team. He doing his own thing. flying out in his own plane. I mean, come on, Jimmy.
Yeah.
We don't do stuff
So
like that.
you make a good point, Dub, and it make me wonder with the way Jimmy Butler flexed. Are players losing their influence or are they gaining more influence over where they play?
They getting
Well,
rid of it. I'm gonna tell you what. He flexed. He did all that, but who did he flex on? Pat Riley, old guy, probably 80 years old. He's old school, so that's why he was getting suspended indefinitely because there wasn't no young new general manager with no cachet. Pat Riley got enough cachet to say you're not gonna do this to the Heat and
right.
Heat culture.
Yeah.
They got a whole T-shirt that say Heat culture, and Jimmy Butler just tried to buck all that, but no, not with Pat Riley. That's
Yeah,
not happening.
that wasn't going with Pat. I mean, he was trying to do the same thing James Harden did.
Yeah.
James Harden forced his
Right.
way, made his, acting up, this and that. They end up trading him because, okay, we won't get rid of him because he acting up. But Pat was like, nah, man, we ain't finna do that. I'm going to go on suspend you. And I'm surprised he let him out this early. You
I'm
know
about
what
to
I'm
say he
saying?
gone though. So at the end of the day, do you?
Well, he got 3 players for him, so that's good. I mean, Schroeder ain't nothing, but
Yeah. Hey, Ron make a good point. He said Draymond not going to swing on Jimmy. I got
Right.
to
See,
agree
now
with
you're bringing two of those.
have you seen how feminine he look right now? Jimmy Herbie,
Yeah.
he got a silk press.
I bet you won't prime though.
I don't know, Jimmy from the streets, but so is Draymond. Draymond, what he from Saginaw, Michigan, man.
Right.
So
Draymond a bully though, man. He know who to pick on and who not to.
He do.
Yeah.
If you look at the guys who he do attack,
Yeah. So what are y'all both? How would you grade A, B, C, D, or F? The Jimmy Butler trade.
C for the Warriors, A for the because they got 3 pieces, 3 coachable pieces. I don't know about Schroeder; he's not too coachable. But you got a flexible player with Andrew Wiggins. Schroeder can be a good ball handler, so he'll give Terry Rozier some breaks on handling the ball. And I don't know who's that. Michael Thompson, who's the third guy? I don't know him really. I thought it was that guy from Kyle Anderson. I don't really know who that is.
Yeah. Well, okay. So you give A to Miami. I mean, A to Golden State.
No, A to Miami and C to Golden State.
And C to Golden State. But Golden State needed somebody. So
right. Yes.
Okay.
And they just did that to calm the natives.
Yeah. Okay. Money move. Doug, what you think?
Hey man, I think Golden State got to win. I mean, when you already down, when you're at the bottom, you can't do nothing but go up. And I ain't saying they in the bottom. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying they needed an extra piece to help them out, to help Steph out. So I would give them. I wouldn't give them an A, but I give them a B. Miami, they coming out the East, man. I think everything go through the champs over there. So I mean, you can give them what they. I don't see nobody beating Boston. So
Well,
I mean,
don't forget how stacked the West is, though, man. You bring up the East,
the West. To me, the West got all the players over there. To me,
right? That's what I'm saying. Golden State really didn't. I don't know if they improved their call.
Everybody trying to compete. Everybody trying to compete in the West. Everybody.
Yeah. So now that what y'all saying that the teams that are at the top on the East and the West, so Cleveland and Boston on the East, right now is Oklahoma and Houston, and Memphis in the West. So did any of those trades that any team has done, have it moved the needle to now that they can contend for a top spot in either of the conferences?
I like what Dallas did, man. I ain't lying. I think Dallas, now I think they're going to do something.
Really. So now that they're going to gain enough ground to be seated high, but the matchup you think favors them,
right? Because they went through OKC last year, so they're not scared of OKC. They know how to play.
They beat them 3 times this year,
right? And beat them 3 times this year. So, other than like you say, Denver. I mean, because you got to watch the way Denver tweaked their lineup by putting Westbrook in a starting role. It's really, I mean, Denver looking scary, and Michael Porter, he starts shooting his threes in the playoffs, and Aaron Gordon, they're gonna start playing. So.
What about Minnesota? You think they got a chance to go back?
No, they got Julius Randle.
Right. No.
Great line. That left-handed dude can't do shit. He can't. No.
All right. So same question for the East. The needle move with any of the trades that's happened that's going to contend for a top spot. Between Cleveland and Miami.
No.
Cleveland and Boston.
The problem, I think Boston is coasting because Cleveland is a fraud. The Knicks are a
What?
fraud,
Yes.
and they don't
What?
have nothing to worry. Boston ain't got
The
nothing to worry
Knicks?
about. They're
Wait,
a fraud.
you said Cleveland is a fraud?
Yes.
Bro, what's
Yeah.
the record? Come on, man. You're gonna have to qualify this now. What's
Did
the
you
record,
see?
man?
Did you see? Spider-Man, what's his name? Mitchell in the playoffs last year when he
I
opted
heard
to
you.
set out. He ain't got
I
no
heard you.
heart. He didn't even play game 4.
But what's the record?
I'm out of talking. Okay, my bad. Hold on.
I mean, they lead in the East. They are. They
40, yeah,
lead in
they
the East.
40 and
But
10 in the
I will agree with Hart. I don't think Cleveland can beat
no
anybody in a 7-game series.
Anybody or
I
Boston?
mean,
Boston.
it runs through Boston. Boston is coming out of the East. Boston is coming out of the East. I
Okay.
mean, the only one who may contend with them in the finals would be New York. To me,
Over Cleveland. Even though Cleveland got, I mean,
I'm not impressed with
what Bill
Cleveland.
Parcells say you are, what your record say you are?
Right.
I
Right.
mean, at
That's
some point,
regular
I
season.
understand 10,
That
15
is
games
regular
in,
season. That's
but we
regular
got how
season.
many games total in now? I mean, it's
50.
some 50 games
50.
in. Come
Yes,
on,
50.
man.
They're a little over 50. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't call them boys
Everything
no
go
fraud.
through Boston in the East.
I agree. I agree. But you're giving New York a better chance of beating Boston than
Right.
Cleveland.
I'm not impressed with Cleveland. I'm not impressed with
Mm-mm.
Cleveland.
Yeah, I'm not.
I don't see it. I mean,
Because they don't get no offense from Jared Allen. That's always his problem. He gives them no offense. Evan Mobley is coming on. I like Evan. They need another big person. Darius
mhm,
Garland and Mitchell play the same damn position. I don't
they
know, you
do.
know.
They do.
So I don't know.
Yeah. So man, back to what we started with. Hey, I hate what they did to my boy Luca. I do agree with y'all that
Calm
they
down.
could potentially have a team that could compete more. That remains to be seen, but we can't take away from the fact that Luca just took those boys to the finals.
Oh,
Yep.
And 3 years ago, it was a Western Conference Finals. So
oh.
he is not just somebody out there that plays good. He's good. He makes everybody around him good. He gets the crowd energized, which is a big part of it as well, too. So, hey, it remains to be seen. You know, I do feel good about having AD and thinking that, hey, we could, you know, potentially be
Yeah.
in a
So
different position.
let me
So,
ask you this: if Luca would have forced his way out, how would you feel? I mean, is this all emotion? Because players go and come.
yeah, well, I
And
think
so,
that's a hypothetical that's not likely. And I say that because, for one, which I'm glad you asked that question. So you should have, I think they should have at least played this year out. Now, can you make the argument that you don't want to pay a player $350 million? Yeah. I think I'm going to be honest, other than Luca, Shea, and the Joker, those are the only 3 people that I think I would pay that max contract, and maybe Giannis, you know. But other than that, you know, that's a huge investment in a team. But my point is, if you're winning, it's a reason that contract is that dude is 5 years straight of all NBA,
Mhm.
man.
oh my God, you know that's
Come
a
on, man.
popularity
You
contest.
can't
That's a
say, "Oh my
popularity
God."
contest.
It's,
That's a
It
it's
is.
popularity contest.
It is hard. It is because people pay to see Luca.
Yeah. Let
I
me
mean,
ask you
he's a
this:
but
superstar.
why they paying to see him though?
so is Trey Young? Should he be All Star this year?
Man, all star and all NBA is
Listen,
different,
man,
though, man.
you know you got tier superstars. You know
Yeah,
that, right?
Right.
yeah.
Yes.
Trey
Yes.
Young is not on the tier with LeBron James, Luca,
No.
people who sell out. They
No,
sell out.
the
People,
dude
Just because
good.
he in Dallas.
no, it
No,
doesn't matter.
man.
They come to see these
You
players.
know what
Like
I
when Michael
think?
Jordan was in there, they
I
came to see Michael Jordan no matter what
pressure.
team he was
But he had
playing.
the
Whether
credentials, though. He put up the work.
I think
right,
Luca
Right.
gonna
To
cave
manage
under
that.
that. Luca's gonna cave under Los Angeles pressure, dude. It was
Man, you
okay in
saw what
Dallas
that
because we
dude
don't
did in the
care.
final. You see what
Dallas
he
is
did
used to
to Minnesota?
losing. And Dallas is happy with the final. Look how many times you said finals. You done said finals 10 times
Because
tonight.
it's the ultimate measuring stick, man.
So go to LA and say I've been to the
Who you
finals.
will
They don't
want
give
to go to the finals or not go?
the Lakers don't give a damn about you going to the finals.
Man, you tripping. You
They
tripping.
don't.
Hey,
They don't
man.
get tired of hearing that.
Man, you
listen,
tripping.
man.
They trying to beat
Okay,
Boston.
let me ask you this: Luca's like, okay, say Maverick season ticket holders. They ticket
Yeah.
sales are going down,
Right.
down. It's so bad they refunding they money. Hey, Luka ain't playing, y'all. We refunding money.
You watch what
LA
happened when they get
ticket
in the
sales are
playoffs.
shoot. They shoot. I mean, the game. Who Dallas plays the Lakers on what? Sometime this month. I don't know what it
Tomorrow.
is.
Saturday, I don't
Tomorrow.
know.
Is it
No,
tomorrow?
they play Boston tomorrow. They play the Lakers. Is it
I-
next week?
it's coming up. It's
Yeah.
already sold out. It's
Yeah.
sold out.
But here's
And
the
it
thing,
ain't to
though.
see the Mavericks. It's to see Luka.
Yeah. And if he didn't have the credentials, they wouldn't be paying to see him.
Right. He's a superstar, man.
Yeah.
Where is Ron Barnett? I need you, Ron Barnett. Get back on here.
Hey,
These,
Run is a
these
Dallas team.
fanboys.
Hey, look, let me tell you what Ron said earlier. Let me remind you of what Ron said earlier. He said, "What up, fellas? I'm still grieving over that trade. So you ain't gonna get no help with Trump." With Ron.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Hey, so let's go to this next topic right there. So I've been seeing a lot of talk and chatter on social media that's saying that these games are fixed, that the powers that be already know who they want to win, and they're putting the plan in motion to win. And they're particularly saying that about the Super Bowl. So here we are with Patrick Mahomes, and what Super Bowl would this be appearance? Number
50,
4?
60. Oh, you talking about for him? Oh,
Yeah.
For him, this will be his fourth
It'll be his
one.
fourth one.
Fifth
So
one.
they saying that the powers that be have influenced the game enough and are paid enough to the refs and the
It's
play
fifth
calling
one.
for the coach that's the only reason that Mahomes is here again. So what do y'all say about that? Is the game fixed such that they picking who's going to go to the championship game every year?
I'm not gonna say it's fixed, but I will say, and no disrespect to that flag behind your head, Terrence, but the America's team is the Chiefs, and the NBA, NFL has put full money. Think about this: the Kansas City Chiefs is the only team in history to play every day this year except Tuesday. They played every day of the week this year except Tuesday. Think about that. Every time it's a primetime game, kind of like what you just said about Luka, they got them on,
Okay.
and I can't stand that, but because I'm a Broncos fan.
Everybody like a winner. Everybody
And
likes
that's
a
what
winner.
it is. That's what it is. And so they need the numbers. They need the evil. They're the new evil empire. I think. I just don't like them.
So let me say
this
about that. Are they putting them there because they want them to win the Super Bowl, or they have earned that right because of what they've accomplished?
They've earned the right.
Yeah.
Right. But it's a well-known fact. If you go out there and don't score touchdowns against Kansas City, and it comes down to calls here and there, questionable calls, yes, they're going to shade to Kansas City. I really believe that.
Yeah.
The third down call.
They the champs. They get the calls. You at home,
Right.
they get the calls. That's what it's called, home field advantage. That's why they play the game.
I don't
Now,
think home field advantage.
But is that ethical? Is that ethical?
Man, listen, man. Now all that go together, Gerard. You know that.
No,
Home field advantage. They ain't trying to make no bad calls at the home field. No, they not.
I don't think they're trying to make any bad calls. I think you're giving a false conflating those two issues. I don't think they're trying to make any bad calls. Now,
I just think that Mahomes has mastered art of body control, right? He knows when to throw his head back. He knows when to do certain flailing moves, and it puts the refs in a weird position.
So the play that you discussed earlier, where you said somebody
Willie Anderson,
what happened?
He made helmet to helmet contact with Patrick Mahomes' face mask, but you're supposed to get a full step, right? But he hit him right when he was throwing the ball, and he didn't launch anything. He just threw the momentum of the play.
Helmet to helmet though is a penalty.
That's right, Hart. And you said it. They came out of your mouth. Helmet to helmet, Hart.
Right. Listen. I'm describing the play. A football play, though. It was a football play. The helmet to helmet call is usually called with malicious intent. He had no malice there. He was engaged in a block and trying to tackle the quarterback at the same time.
I don't think malicious intent is factored in there. I think if it happens,
listen.
Did
you see the angle from behind when the ref was like trying to decide to throw his flag? Because the way he was looking, all he could see is Patrick Mahomes' helmet go back a little bit, right? Yeah. And he had to make the call. He didn't have no other recourse. I just think they need to be able to replay or overturn something. Go look at it.
That would have been overturned if they had looked at it.
I believe so.
Yeah, I don't know if it's helmet to helmet is a penalty. Then
right. Mahomes is the face of the NBA. I mean the NFL, man. He's the face. They're not gonna let him get hurt. They're not gonna let him get hurt. Let me tell you that. If he goes out, then Kansas City don't win nothing.
But isn't that most all quarterbacks? Aren't they protecting
So it
quarterbacks?
sounds like the league is
Say
fixed.
what now?
Aren't they protecting quarterbacks more?
Yes. Yes.
No.
You're supposed to.
Yeah.
You're supposed to protect your quarterback. Yes.
Finally, Ron Barnett said something smart. Mahomes been watching LeBron on how to flop properly.
The chat is crazy. The chat is crazy, but
and just not allowed. That is
exactly.
That's just blasphemy.
So do LeBron get calls? Yes.
Yes.
Patrick Mahomes
I'm
get
gonna say
calls.
this about this. So in the context of the question, are games fixed? I think the refs could potentially make some bad calls. They do. Ain't no could. They do.
Human error got to be factored
but you still have to be the player that you are.
Yeah.
I don't think enough bad calls are going to cover up for a bad player. They're
complete. And that goes to what I was saying earlier about if you're going out there kicking field goals against the Chiefs, it's going to happen to you. You're going to get the ref. Yeah, you got to score touchdowns and beat them.
You got to blow them out. You cannot leave any time on the clock. You can't leave him nothing. You can't leave
only kill a zombie.
Nothing.
If you shoot a zombie in the head, it's the only way you're going to kill it. I watched The Walking Dead for 10 years.
Exactly. You got to take him out. And here go the kicker. If they had any chance of beating the Chiefs, they should have beat them last year. Because they didn't have nothing. They didn't have no receivers, nothing. That was their chance. And Kansas City had to go on the road all throughout the playoffs. That was your chance. That's why I don't feel sorry for Josh Allen and them. Y'all had the chance to beat them last year.
I agree. Yeah,
they had to come to your place. Remember that game? It was super cold and snot and ice. Y'all didn't beat them, so it was no way anybody really is gonna beat them this year. That's why I say everything go through Kansas City.
Yeah. So
they got home field advantage.
You get both of y'all picks right now. Who do you think is going to win?
Philadelphia.
You saying it because you hate?
I got the Chiefs. They playing in the dome too. They ain't got to play in the cold. Oh yeah, they gonna score first. They gonna get that touchdown and they just gonna grind it out. Philadelphia.
Look, I don't care.
I don't trust Jalen Hurts. Yeah, Saquon. He gonna get in the box. He gonna have 100 yards. But you putting your faith in Jalen Hurts? Okay.
But look, controlling the game.
I can't. I'm not a good one on that one because they were playing Satan and 10 other demons. I'm pulling for Satan. Go Satan. I hate the Chiefs.
Who you pulling for versus who you think is going to win? Though.
Okay.
I'm pulling for the Eagles.
Okay. All right.
Period. Do you see my hat? It mean I can never ever pull. That's just like you said there. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and pull for the Commanders. You can't do it.
Ride with y'all. Y'all did Russell Wilson wrong.
Yeah, Russell Wilson. Man, you gonna give me crunk. Sorry,
no, man. Sean
Payton,
man. I used to like him, man, till to the way he clowned Russell Wilson talking bad to him now. But you don't do Bo Nix like that. Bo Nix ain't having.
Because Bo Nix listen.
Bo Nix ain't now. Bo Nix told him, "Hey, you ain't gonna talk to me like that." He told him.
Yeah, they argued on the sideline, but that's
he said, "You ain't gonna holler at me."
Yeah,
I see what this is. So, Terrence, you Haitian, ain't you? I'm gonna call Trump. I got something for you.
No, man. You gonna get him sit up out of here.
I don't know what he drinking. See what I'm talking about?
I know where a Haitian is. Yeah, I got something for you.
Oh man, you're gonna do the brother like that, man. That is too funny.
Man, I'm gonna tell him you the one eating the pets. Hey man, I know where the pets at, man.
So Ron said I can't stand the Eagles, so he's picking the Chiefs.
Exactly. There you go, Ron. See the chat. No, the chat know what's up.
Ron on the left-handed cigarette.
no, Ron. Ron know what's up.
Me being a Cowboys fan, really don't care who wins. I do want to see Saquon win, though. I would be honest.
Yeah.
I like Saquon, man. I wish he could have been here to Dallas to help bolster. I don't know if that would have made a big difference, but hey, I ain't cheering for Philly, but I do want to see Saquon do good.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, he'll get a touchdown and he'll have 100 yards, but he can't do it by himself.
Yeah. So sticking in the vein of football, we were talking earlier about I beloved Cowboys. So So Dub, that's a nice little flag you got over your shoulder right there. Way to represent for your team. Yeah. But here's the question for you guys: is the Cowboys coaching position, is it a highly sought after position? And we went at it in the beginning, but I had to cut it off because, man, I thought y'all was going to choke each other through the screen.
Man, no, it's not.
Cowboys coaching position, a highly sought after position now.
No. I'd rather be a UPS supervisor than coach the Cowboys.
That's what's wrong with it.
Yeah, you lost your credibility right now, man.
But real talk. I mean, what do you get?
Position. It's a top tier position. Yes.
No, it's not.
Yes,
oh
it
my
is.
God.
Yes,
Explain yourself, Hart. Explain yourself.
So, if you're talking about for cachet inside of the NFL, it's not. If you're saying you get opportunities to work for Fox and things like that, yes, I get it. They move the needle. But the people on the inside, nobody wants to go to the Cowboys because they can't run their team. They can't coach.
So let's be a little more specific. With Andy Reid, do you think that he would want that job?
No.
If he was free, if he was a free agent coach.
No.
I don't think Andy Reid, because he don't want. He ain't got nothing else to prove unless he just want to come there to be a superstar. He ain't really no talker.
Mike Tomlin.
I mean, get somebody. Mike Tomlin. No, the guy from Miami. You think the guy from Miami, he ain't one that Mike McDaniel. You think he'll come there? No. Shanahan, he ain't gonna come there. Shanahan
he's a drinker, man.
Sean McVay, he's not gonna come there. They not these. He handcuffs people, man.
What about your boy in Denver? What's the coach?
Oh hell no.
Sean
he got to have too much control.
Yeah.
So you saying no, but
Sean
you're saying no for a different reason,
head, man.
Terence. You're saying no from a different reason that Dub is saying yes.
Okay, I'm saying no because most coaches come in want to install their own people, their own program, blah, 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 blah. Jerry Jones is not going to allow that. He's not. And so that's why established coaches don't want to come there, which therefore that's my thoughts that it's not a premier job.
To me, it is a premier job because if you're looking for basically people to be talking about you all the time, like I use this example, who did they talk about more, McCartney or Andy Reid this year?
McCartney,
they talk, even though he was losing, they were still talking about it. They were still talking every day, all day. Andy Reid don't won three, 4 Super Bowls. He don't get no airtime.
That is true. Right.
Even that's the problem with the Cowboys. Y'all been headline grabbing for 35 years and nothing.
Still grabbing the headlines.
Right.
We had a bad season.
Y'all always win.
Sold out. Ticket sales didn't drop any this year.
You're right. If you cut you and Flex the arm, y'all gonna bleed blue. That's what y'all are. Y'all Cowboys. Y'all gonna go. And Jerry Jones will sit at the podium in August and say the goal is the same thing. We're gonna win Super Bowl.
Right. Of course,
we're gonna turn around and we're going to hand the ball to Rico Dardale, and we're going to run 1,000 yards with Dale and Jason at tight end. And who's your number 2 receiver? I like Dardale. I like saying
that. See, man, when my expectations was not really that high. Wow. When I saw we wasn't making no power moves, hey, man, I already knew it. I enjoy watching them. You still going to watch them? I bet you watch the Cowboys, Hart.
That's all. I'm in the region. I ain't got no choice. I'm too cheap. I can't afford to buy the NFL Sunday ticket. I'm gonna go over warehouse and watch the Sunday ticket because I can't afford it.
I don't got it, bro.
They show us on prime time. We on prime time. You don't need the Sunday ticket to watch.
Boy, stop.
hey, Torrance, I got a 1-bedroom over here. Ain't no room outside. Come over here. But
you got a 1-seater.
Yeah, Dub said that he been watching them regardless. I'm gonna be honest, I checked out on week 2, and it was
you started watching.
I didn't believe in what they did in the offseason, man. I just don't like the way Jerry Jones ran the team, and I'll give you a couple instances that really just gave me heartburn. He knew he was going to pay Dak. He knew he was going to pay CD, but you do this last minute. Now you're hurting the team's chemistry. They don't get to work together. And then it's just all this distraction that's going into being a Dallas Cowboy. Jake Big Ferguson, he was talking about how they're in the weight room and they doing tours through the facility and they looking at people tapping on the window and, screaming and whistling at them, all these things that go on.
What do you think about Michael Parsons? Got a show during the season.
Yeah. I mean, isn't he in the right market for that?
Yeah, but I mean, right now you're in the battle.
Yeah, I get your point, but my thing is I checked out because I saw the way leadership mismanaged that team. and it feeds down to everybody else. It's the attention that comes with being a Cowboy. What Terence was talking about, why he thinks it's the premier position. But I'm saying that to say this: after the second week, well, I actually halfway through the second game, I stopped watching, and I actually got the NBA League Pass, and I've been watching and hoping for the Mavericks to have a successful season since week 2 of the NFL. So that's why I'm kind of so invested in and angry and upset about what happened with Luka. But hey, there we are. The Cowboys are a mismanaged team. It's a reason that they haven't been back to the Super Bowl since what, 96, 95, 96
Something
season?
like that. I know. I think you was junior in high school, right? Something like that.
Man, my first year active duty in the Army, man. But my point though is that if you think
you hear him trying to throw shots, that's what he did.
Yeah, he needs something.
Right.
But my
he was
point
in the
though, what's the constant? Jerry Jones.
Exactly.
But Jerry never said he wasn't gonna pay them boys, man.
Yeah,
they are everybody. The only people who was making a big deal about it was the media. Dak didn't say nothing about his check.
But how did that affect the team's
CD didn't say nothing about his check. Everybody knew it. It just was the outside people who didn't know
took him out of the money. But see, it took him out of the window.
Sit back. We're gonna pay you money, just like he told Lamb. Hey, you ain't gonna play during preseason no way, so you ain't gotta come on. I'm gonna give.
But look what it did to the team, though. Mike McCarthy, he won in, and he's gonna even be here the next year.
But check it out though, too. Also,
Terrence, McCarthy was on 3-year contract. He was gone anyway. He wasn't renewing his contract.
Man, that
it took them out of the window to get the free agents. That's the problem. You couldn't.
But I know you ain't gonna want to hear this.
Okay.
But everything run through Kansas City. It didn't matter what moves you make.
Well,
you ain't gonna win. You're not gonna win. Philly don't made all these moves. They went and got Saquon. They picked up a couple defensive players. It still go through Kansas City. Y'all can spend this money if y'all want to. You're not gonna beat the Chiefs. Y'all chance was last year. Nobody beat them. Even who was that? Lamar Jackson in Baltimore. They went out and got Derrick Henry, paid him all this money. What they do? They still ain't gonna beat Kansas City. It don't matter. Jerry said, "Why I'm gonna spend this money and I'm not gonna win a state and I'm not gonna win a championship." I'm just saying.
The one thing,
so if you don't spend it, you ain't gonna win it.
The problem is, guys,
if you don't spend it, you're not gonna win.
So why Jerry said, "I'm saving my money next year." Now this coming up year. Now we need to start making some moves if we're going to.
But listen, I'm going to tell you the one thing that a fan wants from his franchise is hope. The same way they broke us in slavery. You got to give them hope. And you based off what Rare said and what you're saying, y'all don't have any. We got to the first round playoffs. We got boat race. We got hope. Now I'm hoping we get a big. If we can go out and get Tyreek Hill for Denver, I'll be excited. But that's what I'm saying. I got a reason to be excited. Y'all don't have a reason. Y'all know y'all can't beat the Commanders or the Chiefs or the Eagles, and y'all gonna struggle with
who Denver gonna beat?
We was in the playoff. We 10-7.
When was the last time y'all won a conference championship?
7 years.
No time soon, because y'all
as long as
the Chiefs,
the last time we won
was with the Chiefs. Or y'all in the division with the Chiefs?
Yeah, 2015.
So
2015 was our thing. That's right. Ever since Mahomes came in, we hadn't won. That's true.
And
that's
he's young. And he's young.
7 years. He getting old now, though.
And like y'all said, the refs won't let nobody hit him.
They won't let nobody touch him.
Play forever.
Hey, you say that? I'm gonna bring this up though. I'm gonna say something, man. You think about low key. What's the second best division in football? It's the AFC West. Look at the coaches. We got Andy Reid. We got who's that for the Chargers? Harbaugh.
Man,
we got Sean Payton.
Don't do that.
Listen to what I'm telling you. Name another division.
The Raiders in there with y'all.
Yeah, right. That's how.
Boy, stop.
And then the Raiders just got Pete Carroll. I'm just saying.
The Chargers. Boy, stop,
this was Jim Harbaugh's first year, and he made the playoffs. Jim Harbaugh. 3 teams out of the AFC.
Man, you said
because he don't
y'all got
football.
The toughest division. Y'all got one team in there.
Name
y'all
one.
got one team
Name
in y'all
another division. Name one that's better than us. The AFC North. Who is it? Name a better division.
You saying the AFC or the NFL?
The whole NFL or just
the whole NFL. Name a division.
Man, you tripping, bro.
NFC North. I know. I didn't say we were the best. I said we were one of the best divisions.
East.
I think the NFC North is
Right, NFC.
No,
But NFC East only got
no,
two
the
teams.
NFC East. The
What?
NFC East.
What?
See, oh,
Yes.
wow. You got the
Philly,
Giants and the Cowboys.
Philly. We beat up on Philly,
You got the Giants and the Cowboys.
Washington, the Cowboys. Now, tell you, we was
But is
12
the
and
top
5 for the
teams
last 3.
or the top
This
teams
just
good
a
enough
down
that
year
it
for us.
wipes
This a
out?
down year. Remember last year we had 3 teams in the
Yeah,
playoffs.
that is true.
So stop
We
it, Hart. Don't do
we
that.
did
No, please
too.
don't do that.
We got
So
three
who?
teams.
You bought this up. You said y'all got
We
the
do.
toughest division.
Where's Ron Barnett? I said we got one toughest division.
The Chiefs
Look
ain't
at
never got
and
a
I
win because
said,
they
look at
don't
our
win their
coaches.
division.
Look at our
Listen,
coaches. That's all I'm
they can
saying.
win their division without Mahomes. Really,
No, they can't. No, they can't. You didn't watch none of the games this year. You
Hey,
don't think the
hey,
Chargers is coming?
hey, I'm about to pull y'all back.
Are you a Denver fan or you a Chargers fan?
I'm a Denver fan with my heart, but I'm saying the Chargers are coming, and we're coming. If we get one,
but
we
you
get wide.
talking about what just happened though. I'm talking about
Right.
what
Man,
just
I don't
happened
think
the
they're the toughest
past
division, man.
to now.
I
I ain't
didn't
talking about the
listen.
future. Did the Chargers
Say
make
one
the
of the
playoffs?
if you
Wait a
look
minute,
at
hold up. Did the Chargers make the playoffs this year?
yes,
No, they didn't.
yes they
They didn't
did.
make the No, they didn't.
They were
Look it
10-7. They had a better record than us.
Okay.
Hey, Flex, Google. Quit thinking now. Google.
I'm trying to think because I know they picked up Zeke Elliott and put him on the practice squad.
As a playoff run.
Yeah, decent playoff run.
Well, y'all just like the Cowboys. Jerry
No,
let
the
y'all have
Chargers.
Zeke. Let him.
Hey man, so let's read this comment right here from Ron. He said, "I'm a Cowboys fan, and as long as the Jones family is running things, then nothing will happen on the field. We are the Raiders of the NFC East because Al did what Jerry Jones is
I
doing."
agree.
Oh
I
man,
agree.
hey, it's hard
I
to argue
agree.
with that,
Yeah.
and that's what I like about Doug, man. We and him, we talk, we're realists, even though we're fans.
Yes.
Man, we recognize the real. I don't know, Dub. I don't know if I agree that we are. What you saying? We're one of the best divisions.
Yes, we got one of the toughest divisions.
And now, if
Pound
you
for
go with
pound.
just the top 2 teams that they are that good, then
Pound for pound.
yeah, okay.
It ain't y'all. It ain't the AFC West. It ain't the AFC West. Y'all the
I don't
laughing
think
stock of
you're
the NFL.
dude. You way off, man. I thought you was pretty
Y'all
sharp,
got
but
one team. Y'all got one team in y'all division. One team.
I'm looking. Just Google the playoff bracket. The Chiefs, the Chargers, the Broncos. We were all in the playoffs this year. I don't. Wow.
Hey,
I can't believe it.
So here we go. Well, hey, man, it's been fun, y'all. We can keep on going, and hey, obviously y'all not going to agree with that right there.
No, because AFC East is the worst. AFC East only got the Bills.
Yeah. Hey, I get it, man. So hey, this was fun, man. We're gonna have to do it again. Maybe after the Super Bowl and after the Lakers play their first game with Luka, and the Mavericks play their first game. How about this? When they match up and play each other, we'll come back and talk about it after that. The Mavs and the Lakers.
That sound like a plan.
Cool,
just
job.
let me know.
Yeah,
let me know.
Man. Yeah. So hey,
Terrence, don't text me after the show. I don't even want to talk to you right now. So don't
Why you gonna do the homie like that, man?
Yeah, well, we don't talk.
Man. The truth hurts. The truth
we ain't
hurts.
Setting horses. No,
it's like medicine. It don't taste good, but it's good for you.
Ain't no truth.
Hey, so let's let Doug take a minute to tell us about what he got going on down there in Texarkana.
Okay, yeah. I got a card show, sports cards, trading cards, memorabilia, Pokemon, comic books, whatever you into, any kind of memorabilia. It's gonna be there April 5th. It's gonna be at Texarkana Parks and Recreation. Y'all come on in. It's $2 to get in. Free for veterans, senior citizens, kids get in free. If you want a table to show some of your cool stuff, $70. We're gonna have a good time. Texarkana Card Show, April 5th.
Man, that's dope, man. So tell us what even got you into card trading.
I've always been into sports cards since I was young. I used to collect the Michael Jordans, Magic Johnson cards and stuff like that. So after I retired, I was just digging through my stuff and I ended up finding cards and stuff. So then I end up taking them, looking around on the internet, seeing if they was worth anything. Found out it really wasn't worth too much, but I just liked the hobby. I liked the way it was moving. I still like sports and stuff. I started collecting, going to different places, and finding out there's a lot of cool stuff out there. A lot of valuable stuff, but the value is in the eye of the beholder. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? That's
yeah.
what I've learned too. We can think we have a card that's worth $1 million, but is the card really worth $1 million if nobody wants to buy it?
So let me ask
Think,
you, what's the one of the highest cards that you've seen traded, whether you or somebody else?
uh, I'll just use myself. At one point in time, cards and stuff they go up. They just like the stock market. They go up depending on the card that you have. I'll say, for instance, football cards. Like right now, Patrick Mahomes, he's hot right now. Jalen Daniels, if you get a Jalen Daniels card, he's hot. Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, all the star players, top tier players. Those are the valuable ones. Those are the ones you look for. Those are the ones that people like. These kids that's what they look forward to getting.
Okay. So the dollar wise, what did it? What's the high?
Um, Now they make cards that have pop to them, and I say pop, I mean shiny, glitter. I
Oh,
mean,
really?
yeah, they make them look. They not just like regular cards. They got different glitters on them, different color matches on them. They even start numbering cards 1 through 10, 1 through 50, 1 through 99. That means that it's only that many cards of that card like that. 1 through 10. It's on 10 cards in the world. It's like
Yeah,
that. That makes the card raw. That makes it more valuable. The rawer the card is, the more valuable it is. If it's
yeah,
just a regular card, everybody can get that card. So
yeah.
it might not be worth that much.
But you still ain't gave me a dollar that you seen one of the highest trades that
Okay,
you.
one of the highest traded cards I seen probably was a Kobe Bryant card that went for like 20K.
Really?
20K, yeah. Kobe Bryant rookie card.
Mm.
Wow.
20,000.
Yeah,
20,000 easy.
yeah,
Easy. I mean, people pay for that. That's what they pay for.
yeah. I was just wondering,
Yep. LeBron
Terrence. Hey,
James rookie card with Cleveland. I seen it go for 15K.
wow,
And
wow.
he's still playing. And
Well,
he's
yeah,
still
Hart. I was asking Hart because I was wondering, is this something I want to get into? He just answered my question. I ain't got that kind of money to play with, so
When I started, I don't own no cars like that. I can't tell. I ain't never owned it. I
yeah,
saw it. I
yeah,
looked at it. I touched it, but I didn't buy it. I started out with little bitty cars, like $5, $10, and I
yeah,
worked my way up.
yeah,
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 those
hmm
NFC East cars, you can get them real cheap.
Yeah, like all them Bronco cars. Oh, they just giving them away.
You better get that Bo
Bo
Nix.
Nix, you
That's
can
your
yeah,
sleeper. You
yeah,
better
you
get
can
Bo
find
Nix.
Bo Nix. I think a
hey,
kid threw that away in the free
yeah,
in the
Dude,
hey,
dog.
when they made the playoffs, I got me a Bo Nose t-shirt.
hey.
It's
So here
on.
we go. Hey, so this is what we're going to go on and shut it down. So, hey, the big story of the week was the Luka and AD trade. So we're gonna let both of y'all go ahead with some final words to say what y'all want to say about that trade, the Super Bowl, whatever. Jimmy Butler. What are the final words you want to give to people before we get out of here?
Okay, I'll go. I'll say that I think the trade was a power move that's not being talked about by owners and things like that, trying to head off these guys, trying to create their own super teams and stopping where they want to go. I just think it's a lot of layers to it, and it's going to
Mhm.
play out like it's going to play out, but we'll see. I think Dallas won the trade. I think it's going to, and definitely for this year, it's going to bear out. I don't know in the future what's going to happen with Los Angeles. Um, I just wish everybody well. I just hope that the NBA can figure it out, and I applaud them for getting some headlines. We needed them to do something to bring a hold of the NFL. So I'm credit for doing that. They needed some more energy other than talking about negatively about their product. So I just think Dallas won on the immediate reaction. I think they won, and I think they'll do good this year. I like how tall they've gotten. So that's all I got, man. Until I see y'all next time.
Man, I like that you said that you think the owners, the leadership
Yeah.
team is trying to take back power. These teams, players out here building super teams, and
Right.
across the board, I guess I get what you're saying, that it hurts the product, you know, especially a smaller market that can't compete.
If you think about it, none of the big threes ever worked other than Ron and Wade and Bosh. What other three has worked? They don't work.
I still believe in team. You know, that 2010, 2011 Mavericks, man, they had a complete team.
They had a complete team.
Yeah. So, yeah, good deal. Doug, what's your final words, man? What you got?
Hey, I think it's all about winning. And that's what people doing. They trying to win right now. Nobody remember you when you came in second, to be honest with you. Because if you look at it, who did the Chiefs play last year? You see what I'm saying? Don't nobody remember that, you know?
Yeah, good point.
Everybody remember a winner. And I think Dallas is trying to do the same thing. They trying to win now. We ain't looking down the road. Yeah, Luka 25. Yeah, man, but we trying to win, man. And that's what I think they trying to do.
Yeah.
Same way with the Chiefs, same way with Golden State, where they just picked up Jimmy Butler. Everybody want to be in the running, you know, and it's all about selling tickets. To be honest with you, with the owners is just trying to make their money.
Yeah.
You know, they trying to sell out their arenas. They know when they bought, even with the Lakers, they know when they bought Luka. Luka sell tickets, man.
He do.
Luka gonna sell tickets in LA, just like he was selling tickets in Dallas.
Yeah.
Right. So the owners know the power move. And then and the thing with Dallas banking on winning. We gonna sell tickets because we gonna win.
Yeah.
But that's all I got, guys, man. I enjoyed it, man. I hope y'all invite me back.
Oh yeah. So I just want to say real quick, you talked about selling tickets. I did screenshot which the biggest markets in the NBA are. And New York is number one. The Lakers and the Clippers are 2. 3 is the Bulls. Philadelphia is 4. And Dallas is number 5. And that kind of surprised me, but I guess it shouldn't, considering the Cowboys here. And Dallas is a pretty big market.
I was surprised Miami wasn't up in there. Miami.
Well, you know, they fans always been fickle. You know, Miami fans they fickle. If they're not winning, they're not gonna show up. They got too many options.
They're not even in the top 10. And
they go to the water. They got that water down there. They don't care.
Yeah. So you got Toronto is 6, Golden State is 7, Atlanta Hawks is 8, Houston Rockets, that surprised me, at number 9, and the Wizards are 10, and number 11 is Boston Celtics. I thought Boston would have been higher up. Yeah.
They was giving tickets away for the Wizards.
Hey man, you know, hey, that's what it is.
Well, they spoiled. And you know, on those cold teams, basketball is a good date night. That's why, you know, that's a good indoor. It's a good date thing.
Yeah, and I'll just say this real quick. I wish that there was something that some more controls around what these teams do. I know they don't typically take in account what the fans feel, but you know, you go to any other big organization and there's this thing called stockholders, and you know that you have to take in consideration what they want to do. And you know, here you come, the Adelmans who come from Vegas. They bought the majority ownership of the Mavericks, and this is something that Mark Cuban would have never done. I don't think out of 31, 32 teams, I think Dallas, Nico, and that leadership team are the only teams that would have done that. And you know, and I do hope that Dallas get championship out of it. But a 25-year-old generational talent, to let him go and you just get 2 players back for him, I just think even if it made sense to trade him, you fumbled what you got in return. They could have gotten so much more back for Luka. And I just think it shows Nico Harrison's, I don't want to call him incompetent, but think about what he did with Jalen Brunson. He had the opportunity to sign Jalen Brunson, and he didn't until.
You got to remember, Nico go way back, right? When he worked at Nike.
Yeah.
And
you know, I'm just saying he's incompetent in this position that he's doing now. He fumbled. I think he fumbled this, man. You cannot tell me that you don't think if he had to put him out there on the block that he would have got more than AD and Max Christopher. Come on, bro.
But AD, I thought you was cool with AD, but you sound like you diminishing.
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying you could have gotten more.
But what's more than AD though?
If you had to put him out there on top of yes, you would have got
absolutely more. You would have.
You would have got more than AD.
Yeah.
You would have.
I mean,
For Luka?
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying AD is a top tier with him though. That's all I'm saying.
No, he ain't a Luka. No, he good, but he ain't a Luka.
Luka ain't no
Right.
AD either. That's what I'm saying. He's not gonna give you nothing. He's one dimensional. He gonna score, and that's
What?
it.
What?
That's all Luka gonna do is score.
Hey man, you need some water. You need some
He'll
water,
score. Bro. That's it.
This boy almost averaging a triple-double, man. What are you talking about, man?
Exactly.
The dude is a heck of a rebounder.
And he did it in the playoffs too.
Yeah.
So I mean,
And
I
he
don't
led-
know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Man.
come on,
So
man.
It wasn't like
I'm glad
he
your
was playing-
show's recorded because I'm gonna remember this. When you
It
start
wasn't like he was
fanboying,
playing against Charlotte or Washington.
you're gonna be.
He was in the
you're gonna
playoffs.
Be, you're gonna be
playing
like
from the top.
wearing your Dallas jersey, and
So,
you done took all this.
Well, answer this then, Hart.
Luka
Why did
owned
they get to the
Ant-Man.
Western Conference Finals if that's all he does is score?
Right.
So that's all he
owned
does is
Ant-Man.
score.
He owned,
Because of Gafford. I think Gafford was more of an
Shea
MVP
I
Gilgeous-
saw
than
the
PJ
Western Conference
Washington.
Finals 3 seasons ago.
I think PJ Washington was more.
Three seasons ago when they made it to the Western Conference Finals.
They had an easy path when they played against Phoenix. You talking about when they played against Phoenix?
Yeah.
Luka
makes everybody around him better, man. Literally, he makes everybody around him better.
Okay,
man, you got to give him that.
I just can't believe. Yeah, all right. He's a good player.
I know,
Hey,
man.
how about we go play this outro? But we're gonna come back after the first game between the Mavs and the Lakers, and we're gonna run this thing back.
All right, then, brother.
Okay, man. Get yourself together when the Chiefs win the Super Bowl.
Wait,
don't start. Don't start. We did. Hey, don't start.
Hey, hold up though. Hold up. Hey, you don't think never mind, man. I'm gonna leave him alone.
No, I'm gonna watch. I can't even watch Super Bowl. I'm gonna be watching something about the Mayans.
Right,
on
you can't
National
watch the
Geographic.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, I can't watch it because if they win, I'll start watching it. And as soon as Philadelphia lose, I'm turning it. So as soon as they start losing, I'm turning.
Hey, mute your. Hey, mute.
I'm gonna watch.
Let me do it for you. Baby, the floor is yours. Yeah, baby, I mean the floor is yours. If it come down to the floor is yours. Let me show you how prove the floor is yours. The floor is yours. The floor is yours. The floor is yours. The floor is yours.
All right, fellas. We'll see y'all in a couple weeks.
All right, man.
Is it a couple of weeks or next week?
Man, we'll announce it, man.
I think we ought to do it next week.
We're gonna get Hart. He got a producer. We're gonna get his producer to get us the stats, and we'll be ready.
Right.
Yeah,
See, I enjoyed the show, man. I enjoyed the show.